Welcome to my video on how to eat cheaply in expensive cities. This is the last in the series, so I'm going to really dive deep. San Diego, California, we're going to use that for an example, but I've dined all over the world. I've been in Hawaii, Tokyo, Australia, lots of places, Alaska, and what I'm going to show you in this video works anywhere in the world. All right. First place to check out is food trucks. They have them almost everywhere. They have, also the Philippines. I've been there too. Food trucks, sidewalk vendors. There's places to eat all over the place. Be careful if you do go to food trucks or sidewalk vendors. Do not drink the water. Make sure that you're getting a soda or water that is in a twist top container. But food trucks. There's all sorts of food trucks in San Diego. And another way to find food trucks, you have this food truck connector. Well, everybody that's on food truck connector, they've been approached by food truck connector. And for that reason, yeah, that's good. And the bad side is you might miss a few trucks. We have a lot of trucks down in the South Bay of San Diego. I'm a transplant from New York, and I drive around to check out where all the food trucks are because that's how you can find out where the food trucks are. If you see people eating at them, odds are they're good. When I was in Hong Kong, I just followed some people until they went to a restaurant, followed them in, and I ate for $1.25, I think it was, and that was Hong Kong dollars. Now, Tacos El Gordo, that is a Mexican restaurant in South San Diego, place to go. I was looking for their food truck. I couldn't find it, but they have quite a few locations in San Diego, down the South Bay. There's Japanese at Rocky, and this has a nice menu here. Located up on Convoy Street, Mira Mesa, and India Street in Little Italy. Two places up in Mira Mesa. Let's see, menu. Do we have the menu? I think we're on the menu. Menu right here. Let's not showing prices, but I'm sure that they're reasonable just because I want them to be. No, I would call and find out or talk to somebody who's been there. That's another way to find out inexpensive places to eat in any city is ask. Felipe's Pizza Grotto, I remember when there were only 2 locations in town. Now there's quite a few, and it is a great place to eat. I've eaten at the first couple. There's a story behind Felipe's. It was started 6 years before I was born, and well, actually 7 years, because I think they said 1950, and I was born in 57. So it's been here in San Diego for a long time. It's a cornerstone of the community and a great restaurant to go to. A fine dining Italian experience in San Diego. I also love another restaurant, which is also a pizzeria. Now, this one you can eat even more inexpensively, La Bella's Pizza Garden in Chula Vista. And they have one thing that was out of this world I've never had there, and I've never had anybody make lasagna like this since. This is a 1955 recipe prepared with meatballs, boiled eggs, mozzarella, ricotta, and Parmesan cheese. It is delicious and to die for, believe me. Uh, that is a lot of cheese, and get the full because you want to take some home with you. The Tipsy Crow, if you want to eat and have an experience where you can have a little bit of drink before your meal. So drink and eat. Tipsy Crow. Here's their. I thought I had their menu in there. That wasn't it. Tipsy Crow. Let's go. Food menu right here. Bites and food. You won't be able to see them very well, and I can't zoom in. I'm sorry. The bruschetta was $9.75. The meatball sliders are what look like $2 each. So that's not bad. You could have sliders while you're drinking, which is nice. And oh, this is it. A little bit bigger version of the menu. The Eater. While you're in a town that you don't know about, look for the small rags that they have, and I'm not talking about cleaning rags. Look for the papers and the flyers. A lot of times there's free flyers, free papers, local paper at whatever hotel you're staying at. This is the Eater, and all sorts of places to go eat in San Diego on a budget, because that's what we're talking about, is eating cheaply in expensive cities. And nothing says eating cheaply more than donuts. Yum. Gotta have those carbs. The Reader is another magazine in San Diego, and when you come to San Diego, you have to pick up one of the Reader magazines because they don't cost anything and they have all sorts of information about San Diego that's current. Now, for looking for restaurants, it's probably easier to go online with Reader. They only have 2,056 restaurants to choose from. You can put in a keyword like, say, let's go with lobster. Lobster's kind of expensive, don't you think? How about sandwich or sandwich? Because sandwiches aren't very expensive. And what kind of sandwich do we want? Do we want Afghani, African, agave bar, American sandwiches? How about that? All neighborhoods. And let's go see about maybe there's got to be something more local. Let's go Chula Vista. Let's see if we have that here. Chula Vista. And we'll go search for sandwich. We can go to Aunt Emma's Pancakes. I've been to this pancake house actually for pancakes, and they do make good pancakes. BJ's Brewery, I've heard of them in Chula Vista. Black Angus Steakhouse specializes in steak, and they would have a steak sandwich probably. The Canyon Sports Pub, Fuddruckers Cafe. That is I thought I had clicked on the Fuddruckers, but I guess I didn't get in there. Let's go back one and see if I can get Fuddruckers again. They have burgers. They have American burgers. And let's see, do we open it up? No, I guess not. But Fuddruckers, I'm sure there's a way that we can get to their restaurant, because I've taken my kids there for hunting for food when we went camping. I told them we were going hunting, and I took them to Fuddruckers. They like that version of hunting. Mama's Bakery and Deli. I haven't tried this restaurant, but it got great reviews on Yelp. Yelp is another way to find inexpensive places to eat while you're in an expensive city. Now, Mama's Bakery, they got 4 stars. You can read through their reviews. You can find out if it's expensive or not. It says the food was delicious. The service was great. We were visiting San Diego and was wonderful to find such a good place to eat. Now, you can't beat that. If you're in for Vietnamese food in San Diego, there's a place called Ah Dong's, which is off of University Ave that I've been to, and I haven't even included that in this video, but it is a great place to go. Top Best Italian near Chula Vista, California. Now, here's one thing with Yelp, and I was kind of surprised that the one that I was looking for didn't come up, which was La Bella's, which I've already shown you. And because it didn't show up in here, I was like going crazy. And I came up with one more, the last one, which I'm going to share with you. How to find the least expensive places to eat in any expensive city anywhere in the world. Well, anywhere that Google goes. I'll show you that before we end this video. Manavalare's Pizza, that's got 4.5 stars. Yum. I've never been there, but it's on Broadway and in Suite B in El Cajon. Now, that's a little west of San Diego, but it still looks like it'd be worth the trip to check it out. You could also have your food delivered. Freebirds is one way to have your food delivered, and I can't remember the other one because I don't get my food delivered. I prefer to go to the restaurant and pick up my food if I'm doing takeout. Now, this is what I want to share with you. All right, this is what your map looks like when you first look at it, right? Okay. Now, they knew I was looking at La Bella, so they've left that on there because I didn't close it out. I knew where my restaurant that I was interested in was, but I didn't have, I couldn't find it searching otherwise. What you can do is go and just zoom in to the spot where your restaurant is. Now, La Bella's is not it's not an expensive restaurant. Now, there's a Japanese place to eat that is very good down in the South Bay. And it always helps to have somebody that knows the area that they can tell you about these things. Let's see, it's off of, you got Palomar. And if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember where it is. But when I get there, I'll remember. It's Palomar and 3rd, and this one looks like right about there. Well, not always as successful as we would like. Palomar and 3rd. Palomar and 3rd. Orange. Palomar. I knew I'd find it. There it is. This one right here, this Kanpai, is a great Japanese restaurant, Kanpai, in San Diego County, south of San Diego. It's actually in Chula Vista, but who's counting? That is how to find and eat cheap in expensive cities, is ask, talk to somebody that's in the know. I'm in the know because I live in San Diego. I've been here since I was in my 20s. And explore on the internet. Use your fingers to find a great, inexpensive place to eat and check reviews. always check reviews.